the first event of the season is already behind us. Teams are now preparing for the second event and hoping to keep rolling in a positive note. But this time, it's about rolling down the funnels as fast as you can. Hello everyone and welcome to the JBL Cup Season 2, Event 2, the Castle Descent. The goal for this one, make it to the bottom of the funnel as fast as you can. Heats of 4 with 2 marbles from each team will roll down, and the faster you finish, the more points you gain. The 2 teams with the highest total points will move on to the next round. First place will get 8, second will get 7, third will get 6, and so on and so forth, until the last place will 8th will get 1 point, and the combine the score from both the first and the second marble of your team to finish is the score that matters. The 2 teams from each heat with the highest score, those will be the ones to move on. Of course, in the finals, the remaining 4 teams will compete just for first, and it's time for us to begin. Here they come. Rolling it to the first heat. Spices Team Blah. Rolling down, falling fast, and it is looking pretty good so far. Let's see who will be moving on. We have quite a big row of teams at the bottom. Spices looking pretty strong so far, but we have to wait and see who will be the teams to move on. So far we are ready to have our first few finishers. Now onto the small funnels at the bottom. There's another blue funnel that you have to finish through, different from the back in the 32 team funnel endurance. Back then it was about staying in as long as you can. This time it's about falling as fast as you can, so it's also a different role. But let's see who can manage through it. As so far we keep rolling down the course. 1 marble is stuck, and this will block the 2 remaining team from the high ballers who are trying to spin around. You see there are only 2 remaining. They will roll down. What will be the scores? Oh, and another pass right at the end. Furious Fireworks and Team Blah will move on. Spices and high ballers far, far behind. As we're ready to move on to heat number 2 of 4. Whitecaps, 13 Colonies, Cherry Clouds, and Ghost Crabs. Who will be moving on from this heat? Again, if you get stuck, you still get 1 point. However, if you get into a tie and you get stuck, and I mean a perfect tie, it's a matter of who didn't get stuck will get the higher point. In case you get a tied point, it's about the best finisher from your team. So let's say 2 teams get 7 points. The one that got the higher finisher overall, let's say 6 in comparison to 4, will be the winner. As we are rolling down so far, Whitecaps behind. The Cherry Clouds are the first one to send a member through to the small funnels. It's looking good so far. But who will take the win? That's another thing to keep in mind. It's not just about 1 member, you need all of 2 members to do well, as Cherry Clouds have an early lead, and they will take the first finisher, and looking good for the second one as well. But let's see, there's still a lot of time left. Ghost Crabs sending somebody to the bottom, as do 13 Colonies, but Cherry Clouds get another quick finisher. I think they may finish top 2 for this heat. This will make the competition for the remaining spot a lot more ambiguous between the remaining teams. But who will be moving on? It is the Ghost Crabs, ahead of 13 Colonies and the Whitecaps. Meanwhile, Cherry Clouds easily also move on. As we move on to heat number 3. Brightening Knapweed, Valdivians, Maple Leaves, and Sapphire Spirals. This is the first time Valdivians and the Brightening Knapweed get to meet one against another in a competition. Let's see what we've got. Every single one of them wants to prove to the other team they are the better ones, but at the moment, it's Maple Leaves who are starting the strongest. Already sending one to the 3rd funnel. Wait, yes. But they get stuck at the entrance, fortunately freed by the Brightening Knapweed marble. As we keep rolling down, close between all of them. Right now, Sapphire Spiral is struggling. We still have a lot of time to go. Brightening Knapweed sending one to the small funnels currently in the front, but the Maple Leaves, here they come with some more marbles. Sapphire Spirals also in a good position. This is close so far. Looking good for Maple Leaves, but let's see if they can hold on to it. And it's starting to look like a no. Brighton Knapwood with their first finishers. Here come Valdivians and all the other teams as well. Sapphire Spirals with a finisher. Maple Leaves. Oh, this is a close one. A close competition for second. Brighton Knapwood most likely move on. It looks like Valdivians may be the other team. Let's see. It's a close one. Who will move on? It is Sapphire Spirals and Brighton Knapwood. On a tie, Sapphire Spirals will be moving on. Oh, so close. But it is the Spirals that will enjoy a spot in the next round. But now we're moving on to the final heat. Zooming Zebras, Knights of Night, Silver Bullet and Sugar Crush. Ready to roll down to see who will move on to the semi-finals. Silver Bullets won the 32-team funnel endurance, but now they need to work on the opposite direction. They actually fall as fast as they can. Can they also succeed in this type of quest? Let's find out. So far, it's not looking likely. Zooming Zebras take the early lead, but here come the Knights of Night and the Silver Bullets actually take the lead. Let's see. Silver Bullets sending one of their members far forward, but one of the Sugar Crush members has fallen off. Sugar Crush losing one of their marbles and will have a 1 point awarded to him. Let's see if the other member can keep up a good point track, as right now it's looking close. We already have a few finishers, but Knights of Night already done. In fact, we're already clear. But we have a big race here for the next spot. It doesn't look like Sugar Crush will make it, but it's either Zooming Zebras or Silver Bullets that will make it. It's very close between these two teams. Who will find their spot in the semi-finals? And it's Zooming Zebras just barely ahead of the Silver Bullets. And that means Knights of Night and Zooming Zebras will move on. As we're moving on now to the semi-finals. Furious Fireworks, Ghost Crabs, Zooming Zebras and Brighton Knapwood. Who will move on to the finals?
Fireworks dominate this competition.
Here they come again. Good start here for the Ghost Crabs, but it is still very close and anyone can still win it. Zooming Zebras far behind and far ahead. Quite polar opposites. Let's see what we've got. Here come Brighton Knapwood. Two members already to the final orange. Big orange, that is. But we still have a lot of time to go. Who is going to take it? Brighton Knapwood with the lead. With a good lead, in fact. Already to the final funnel. Trying to fall down and get the 8 points. But no, pushed aside. And this will not be awarded to them. I believe that was Ghost Crabs that have taken the full score. Are looking good thus far. In fact, I believe they're also already done. This looks like a fairly one-sided match. Very one-sided. Here they come. Let's see who will move on. Actually, no, this was the final member for Ghost Crabs. This isn't as close as we thought. But let's see the final scores. The teams moving on. Brighton Knapwood and Ghost Crabs will move on. Zooming Zebras and Furious Fireworks are out. As we're ready to roll down to the second semi-final. Team Blanc, Cherry Clouds, Sapphire Spirals and Knights of Night. The hosts and the leaders, as well as the team named after Spiral Series. Hosts of the first season of Spiral Series also here. They want to show that they know what they're doing in a funnel. This was about racing, so let's see if they know what it is up to do. But Team Blah and the Knights of Night far behind already. Cherry Clouds and Sapphire Spirals looking strong so far. The other teams have to catch up and quickly as the top two are flying forward. Let's see if they can manage. Team Blah trying to give a bit of a challenge and are pushing around a little bit of a shove, but everything is legal here. On the funnels, let's see, falling down again. Who will be the first ones to make it through?
Team Blah. Team Blah. Blah, blah, blah.
All of the top 3 are in there. Knights of Night far behind, struggling to get anything. Cherry Clouds already 1 near the finish. Can they get another first? Yes, they can. Here comes Sapphire Spirals alongside. Already getting 1 for most teams. Let's see. Oh, a bit of a push. Knights of Night coming with a fight all of a sudden. Team Blah also trying to push. Sapphire Spirals managed to make it. Here come Cherry Clouds. Oh, this is going to be a close finish. This is going to be a very close finish to who moves on. Who will make it to the finals? It's Sapphire Spirals and Cherry Clouds. Knights of Night and Team Blah almost managed to make it through, but not quite. They will not make it to the finals as Ghost Crabs brightening up with Sapphire Spirals and Cherry Clouds rolling for the gold. Who will win the second event of the JBL Cup? Let's find out. All teams rolling down, trying to get the win. Sapphire Spirals first one's down. But here come all the other teams. Brightening up with always started strong. Can they keep it up today as well? Doesn't seem like it, as one of them is struggling far behind. One of them near the front, but there's still a lot of time to go. All teams still rolling, brawling, trying their hardest to win this gold medal. They know how important that is. Ghost Crabs and the Sapphire Spirals in the front alongside the Cherry Clouds. Sapphire Spirals already with 1 on the final funnel, as are the Cherry Clouds. Who will take the 8 points? It's Sapphire Spirals who will take the full score. Ghost Crabs also sending 1 forward, but will only have to settle for second, for third probably. Yes, they will. It's a close competition for the gold. Brightening up with far behind, but who will win this event? It's incredibly close so far. Ghost Crabs looking like they're gonna take the next spot, and they will. On Brightening Napweed coming out of nowhere to get the next point. Then comes the Cherry Clouds, Sapphire Spirals and Brightening Napweed. Who wins the gold medal? And it's the Ghost Crabs! Just barely, Ghost Crabs will take the gold medal ahead of Sapphire Spirals and the Cherry Clouds. A very close finish between the top 3, but it is the Ghost Crabs who will take the gold home today. Another early gold for this team, this time in event 2 rather than event 1, and this propels them up to second in the standings. Team Blah still in first, but we still have 18 events to go, as we are all ready for the next event, the sprint. We hope to see you then. Until then, don't forget to keep on rolling.